Well, here we are at the Tulsa airport, and we ran into the first snafu on our trip to Mexico. My daughter Sherry, who has obviously flown a lot, and she always is impeccable in details, has everything planned perfectly, except she forgot her own passport. Her own passport. Made sure everybody else has checked with me this morning. Dad, you got your passport? Dad, you got your passport? Yeah, sure, I got my passport. Carry it with me all the time. We're not ever without it. So anyway, Jamie, she called Jamie. Jamie was at the church working this morning. It's early in the morning, way before daylight. And he has went over and got her passport out of the safe and is headed up here. She probably will not be on the 8 o'clock plane with us, but will be in Mexico sometime. That's just the way it works. Well, looky here. Sherry caught up with us. Sherry caught up with us in Dallas, and somehow got on the airplane. She made the airplane in Tulsa, but they would not let her on the airplane in Tulsa. They gave her seat to somebody else, and she couldn't get it back. So
after I ran.
So the adventure's got a little bit better. Chris is seated right here beside me, and hey, babe. Hey, woohoo! She's laughing at y'all. So Sherry and Jack made it on here, and say we're all back on schedule again.
I ran
to get to Tulsa. Well, running's good. Running's good for you.
Come on this way. No, you're not.
Well, the girl they gave your seat to was pretty cute, though.
Jack said she wasn't very nice.
She was afraid she's going to get kicked off the plane. What she was afraid of. She got about the last standby. Okay, here we go. This is good. That's the way to get down a jetway right there. They got her strapped in. Got a little wind blowing here. Probably they got her strapped in and just carry her down. I wonder if they do that to me. That looks pretty good right there. No hay problema. Para nosotros. No hay problema. How about that, babe? Had you strapped in where you couldn't fall out? I think they thought she might get away. What happens when you're a hardened criminal? Good job, amigos. Bueno. What do you think? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. We just made it to the Westin, and we just made it to the Westin here in Cozumel. And our driver, you know, was having a hard time because that's a pretty good step right there for Chris because she can't step that much. So our guy just grabbed our guy just picked
the wheelchair bag and his no, the black bag. Okay, yeah.
We got him. Our guy just picked her up and put her in there, and then he also picked her up and put her in the chair. You got it covered, Jack? What will this do for me? I mean, do you call it a transfusion or a transfer? I know it goes in by IV into your blood.
So basically what we do is we harvest the cells from placenta donors. Mm-hmm. So once they process the cells and they're like clear for any DNA or infections or anything from the donor, basically, then they're new for you. So they will come to your cells and help them to grow where they have to grow or to heal tissue. So in your case, you don't have any infections or issues like with Chris's case. But they will have to renew your cells. They will go to your liver, to your heart, to your brain, to your muscles.
Well, is it, Gary Cotton, my buddy, told me that the thing that it really helped him was blood pressure. His blood pressure was like 200.
Also arthritic pain.
Really? And things like the shoulder hurting and things like that.
It helps a lot with that.
I have, because I fish, I fish on them.
Well, that time is going to be fixing a lot. Before I get the cells here, because they come from Guadalajara, Mexico, they send them by plane. So I have to get them, so it depends on what time the plane gets here. So whenever I get them, we can set up for tomorrow. I think it's going to be around noon. Okay? So I want you to have like a good breakfast.
Okay, so just say she's eating.
Yes, eat good. So then we can do this, okay? And if you guys want to go out and explore, there's tons of things in town as well. Okay? I will send you my location tomorrow, and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, Chris. I'm really hoping that this is gonna help you a lot, okay? And to heal everything that needs to be healed, so you can be walking and swimming in these beautiful oceans. Hopefully next time I see you next year, you will be swimming in the ocean, okay?
You did,
We'll see you tomorrow.
you did very good. Very well.
So guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Now go and eat something, please.
Thank you
We'll
so
see
much.
guys tomorrow.
All right. Okay, we are downtown Cozumel, and pushing Chris along here. Jack and Sherry's up ahead of us. We're about an hour early. We wanted to mess around. We're going to mess around down here in Cozumel for a while this afternoon. Once we get this done, we have the rest of the afternoon open. We had our taxi driver, couldn't really, and Jack speaks perfect Spanish. My Spanish is a little crooked, but pretty good. We finally said Burger King. He knew right where to go. Sherwin-Williams, Burger King, AT&T everywhere. And so we're just gonna make sure we got the right building to Dr. Alejandro. Make sure that we're in the right spot. It's really pretty nice down there. It's a little humid. We've had a lot of rain. You can just look around and see the clouds. We could see rain in the distance in a lot of areas, but it's really nice down here, I'm telling you. Welcome to paradise. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Thank you. So she can stay in her chair and we can use the...
I'll stay there and she'll be able to stay in her chairs, okay? How many, one thing I wanted to ask, how many stem cells is it?
We're going to apply, for her, we're going to apply 200 million.
200 million for her. And what for me, like 50 or
50 million.
You're getting 200 million cells. I guess he'll set you where he wants. Yeah, I'll set up here.
He's gonna move you a little bit because
Okay,
we're gonna take you up. Like he's an expert in wheelchairs as well.
That's it right here.
Yeah, because with you it's a little easier, so we're gonna do it first.
All right. One of the things that I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and have a stem cell infusion as well, basically just to support her, let her know that everything's okay. She's pretty trustworthy of everything we've done up to this point with her, and but I think this gives her a little bit more confidence that everything will be okay. Actually, going to start mine first, probably, honey. But you're getting a lot more than me.
Yes.
I'm gonna fix you up good. Is this gonna hurt? No. A little discomfort is what they say.
Just a little bit. But
Yeah, a little discomfort.
it's not so bad. It's just a tiring. I'm just gonna go.
And I think they said it takes about 40 minutes to an hour. I guess it might take her longer than me, probably.
Yes, it's gonna take a little longer. For you, we're just gonna apply them in the IV, so it's gonna go little by little. And for
Yeah.
her, we're going to be applying little doses as well. Good. You're cooked already? That was fast. Excuse me.
Okay, we're ready to start here pretty quickly. We got the IV in. So 50 million cells. Sounds like a lot of cells. And Chris is getting 200 million. Wow. Will this make me smarter?
You're gonna start speaking in Spanish soon.
He thinks he can already.
So mine's running in, right?
Yeah.
It's clear, looks like water.
Yeah, Yeah, that's water.
Oh, that is water. That's why it looks like water.
Yeah, that looks like water. But
Yeah, it's just
then
water.
We're gonna give you
Oh, okay.
some,
Okay. That's the good stuff starts there, huh?
You might feel a little stinging, and that's it. Or a little cold, but that's normal. We have some patients that in the first application, they can develop a little fever. That's just like in less than 24 hours, you can have that symptom, and that's because your immune system will be recognizing them.
Oh, really?
So that's how our immune system works, like giving you a little fever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not that they're attacking them, it's just that they're like recognizing them.
Right.
¿Se mete, verdad?
Sí, y están todos bien proteínas.
You're going down her hand. That's her good hand.
Sí, sí, están.
But it goes all the way through your body in less than 10 minutes, right? So you don't really need to direct it any to the brain. It's going to get there quickly anyway.
Well, basically, you know, like our blood goes everywhere.
7 minutes.
So they'll go first to your heart and then the blood.
Yeah.
He knows that too.
Yeah.
Way better than us. Your skin is really, really thin.
And why did he not go ahead and go through that vein? Too much.
Well, it started like leaking a little, so it's better to have like a really
Okay.
little.
Cuando quieras.
I'm just gonna bring my chair here so we can start with Chris. Please come here. Gracias. So with Mr. Jim, it's gonna take like maybe another 15 minutes. With Chris, it's gonna take a little longer because we're gonna start
Right,
with
probably more. So that one vial, that one deal, that's it. I'll be done.
Well, no, with her, we're going to
Yeah. Yeah.
Eso te ayuda a ver. Eso te va a hacer.
Si quieres, este me hace para entrarle porque de este poquito.
Te lo dejo. Eso lo vas a hacer.
Sí, porque eso sí necesito.
It's ain't no game, but it doesn't hurt.
What you think, Mom? I don't know.
You okay, man? You guess? Yes, you okay?
Okay, we're going just to do little.
Okay, here we go. There you go, right there.
So now we're going to give them like instructions so they can go directly to where you need them. Okay? We're gonna start that little here. Little slowly, back here. Just poquito. They might feel a little cold, that's normal. And they will go to your brain, to your heart, everywhere.
How much did y'all use when you were doing it with the heart 10 years ago? You know, how many cells y'all were using then?
Well, we were using them for the leg. We were directly injecting right above the blockage of the leg. Then they started trying it by doing little shots all through the muscle
Oh, yeah.
to get capillary flow. Then the study stopped. They just stopped. And we really never got to use it as to why
Why you couldn't do
it was
it?
so promising. I mean, people were keeping their legs. It was, you know, I was all set to get the training to give it, and they just stopped.
I started doing this because one of my best friends, he he almost lost his leg because of like his veins. His veins were in really, really bad shape. And he, like they basically told him, if you like make it for tomorrow, we have to cut your leg. And he talked to his cardiologist here, in Cozumel actually, and he recommended to do the stem cells before he decided to do the surgery. So he did it on a Thursday, and by Saturday morning, his leg was already like pink.
Really? Overnight?
Overnight.
Wow.
It was so fast. But it was really, really expensive. I'm talking about like 8 years ago, probably. So it was too expensive for him, so he always like told me, you have to learn to do this because this is gonna help your dad, this is gonna help you. And once I had the chance to get the certification, I did because of him and because of my dad, so I could help them.
Right.
So that's why like I don't do it like for a lot of people. I just do it like for people that I know they can benefit from it.
Yeah.
And we do a protocol, like I submitted the protocol, so they basically send me or tell me how much we have to apply to every single patient. It's not that I'm an expert on this because I haven't, like, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a cardiologist like you, but of course, like, there's protocols for this.
Yeah.
So little by little, I started like do it for more people, and they have all been benefited.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's like so crazy in the States to get all these treatments.
Yeah, well, the States, we were 2 or 3 years behind everything.
Because of the permits and stuff, no?
A lot of politics involved in it too.
One of my patients was in Cancun and she collapsed. She had to have open heart surgery and a valve. So when she came back to the States, I was trying to find out what kind of valve she had. She didn't know. I called the hospital. They sent me her op report in Spanish. But I was able to get the valve. I called the company to find out the characteristics of the valve. They said, where are you calling from? I said, I'm calling from the United States. That valve's not the United States. I said, well, it's in this patient.
They had one here.
Exactly.
So then they told
We're
me,
gonna do a little more.
but that she had her surgery done 6 years ago, and that valve still is
You can
in
see
the
them?
States.
Wow. Still not approved.
They're babies.
This
Baby
is-
cells.
This is your,
Well, mother cells,
you
basically.
do 2 of these or 4 of these?
Oh, we're gonna do like 8 of these.
8 of them, wow. Wow.
8 or 6.
Ahí le vas a poner algo más, ¿no?
No, con él está muy bien.
¿Segura? Ya no le vas a poner. Si no le pongo una chiquita, ¿traigo otra?
Si puedes poner una chiquita.
Yo voy a traer una.
Yeah, so when I saw the results with my friend and with my dad, I was like, wow, definitely this is like the future of medicine. I
Well, it
truly
probably
believe
is.
that.
It probably is the future of medicine.
I truly believe that.
Do you think she'll be able to start noticing some things relatively quickly, or do we not know, or what?
Probably.
We don't know.
Probably in a couple of days you will start feeling like some, like different, like your body recognizes them and it starts feeling a little different.
¿De aquí te cargo algo más? ¿Ya? ¿Esto lo guardo?
Este no.
Este ya lo cerramos.
Sí, le vamos a pasar ahorita porque vamos a esperar un poquito. So we're just gonna wait like another 5 minutes so we can finish with the first vial. Then we do the second one. It's gonna be 6 in total, not 8, 6.
6.
Yeah. You don't feel cold? No?
I can feel it cold.
Because some patients, they refer that they feel it on their spine. Like, it's like, I felt cold, like here.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, I did it twice, and then I had to stop doing it because I started my treatment, my chemo treatment. but I never felt that. Like I felt like benefits like on my joints, on my knees.
Yeah.
Like
So you've had stem cells too?
yes, I have. But now I can't.
Yeah.
When you have cancer,
Because of
you
cancer?
can't. Yes. Yeah, because those cells are like smarter than anything, so
Yeah.
they can become like, if you have a tumor, it can become like cancer.
Right.
That's why it's the only reason you cannot have them.
Yeah.
I like your mask. That's really cute.
I think that was my granddaughter's mask
Oh,
that she
really?
left in my car.
It's super cute. Yeah, so I was going to send Mr. Gary a text yesterday, and then it was so late. But today I have to send him a text.
Oh, yeah, he's been checking up all the time.
He's so nice.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's coming down next week. He was gonna come this week, but then he had some equipment come in at the granite shop, so he had to stay for that new equipment coming in. I think he's gonna come down Saturday, probably about the same time we're leaving.
We're leaving.
You feel good?
Is it cold? Is it cold on your hand?
No?
I can feel it's cold here. I can feel the cold.
Voy al
No,
otro
not
baño.
much.
Ale, voy al otro baño.
Sí, claro. Sí, es que
It's
se me
not
está
bad, it's not
todavía.
bad.
Ya listo, ya.
Yeah, believe it or not, you're the first patient that I see in this office.
You know, they use stem cells a lot at St. Jude's for leukemia for those kids in Memphis. I mean, that's been their big deal to cure those kids, the cancer there, so.
Yes, but it's a different protocol.
Different deal, yeah.
Yes, it's a different protocol. Yeah, for leukemia, basically what they do is they do it on their spinal cord. So they're trying for them to reduce like the leukocytes.
Yeah. It really works good. They have over 80% cure ratio over there now. It's way up. It used to be 10 or 15%. It's about 80 something now. Most of those kids, they live well.
You see, you have to move to Cozumel. Just move here. As I said, my friend Otto, our nurse, like he has a nurse agency. He knows Mr. Gary and he knows
Oh, yeah.
Cheryl, his wife, and they have like some spaces in his little clinic. So, and it's super good located. So you should just come and work
Go
here.
back on the leg stuff, the peripherals.
So you do like veins on their legs and all that.
I have done that. It's been so busy with, I usually do the arteries of the legs and the heart. And I also do dialysis, work, and you know, any blocked artery in the body, I go out and do it. I don't do the carotids. I decided not to do the carotids. I got trained in it, but I decided not to do it. But the veins are in-office procedure.
It's like what you do is like amazing, you know.
Well,
Like,
the
it is so
veins are
good.
actually, if you have the right equipment, they're like 30 to 40 minute in-office appointment, and you can get rid of, you know, varicose veins, spider veins, reroute if you have a DVT, if you have a clot.
Wow.
I mean, George just told me, I had to do it in the office, and I don't have time to do it in the office.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm only in my office a half a day a week. I'm in the lab the rest of the time.
Yeah.
We did a little faster this time. There you go.
There they go, Chris. Going to do their work.
We're gonna wait a
Going
little.
to do their work.
We're gonna wait a little longer to start with the second lab.
Okay, that'll wrap up the first part of this video. We're going to be back tomorrow night. We're right in the middle of getting her done. You'll notice Chris is getting quite a bit more than me. And when we come back tomorrow night, I'll explain why that is, and at least as I understand it, why that is. And we'll wrap this trip to Mexico up. See y'all tomorrow night. I love you.